All right, welcome to the 2025-2026 Youth Advisory Commission meeting. Great to see you guys. It is 6:00 p.m. and I'm calling this meeting to order. And I will first take roll call. So I'm not going to call you commission member yet. Oh wait, no, you are. You're appointed. Okay. Commission member Amick.
Present.
Commission member Houghton.
Present.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, it's good.
Houghton, okay. And Commission Member Everett.
Present.
And Commission Member Bryant has an excused absence today, but she's going to try to make it in as soon as she can. All right. Moving on to the consent agenda, consisting of, so this time I'll just get this started and then we're gonna elect officers next. Nolan, it's okay if you don't understand what's going on. This whole thing is meant to just orient you. But the consent agenda is something where you can have one motion, but it covers multiple items. So today for the consent agenda, we are approving the agenda for October 15th, 2025. And we are approving the minutes from April 16th, 2025, which was the last time this commission met. Is there anything that anybody would like pulled off the consent agenda?
Looks good to me.
Okay, hearing none. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I motion to approve the consent agenda.
Okay,
I second.
all in
I
favor?
third.
Okay, all in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Is everybody's microphone on?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. All opposed? The ayes have it and the motion has passed. Okay, welcome to the action items portion of this meeting. There's only 3 of you and there are 4 positions, and so you guys kind of have the pick. Nolan, it's okay if you don't really understand what's going on. This is something called parliamentary procedure, and I took my first course on it this year, and I'm 38. So it's new to everybody when they come into it the very first time, and you're not expected to know these things. And so if it's okay with you, I will. So do you guys understand, like, you know, the positions? There's a president, a chair, a vice chair, a secretary, and a treasurer. Do you guys understand what all those roles are? Okay. Do you guys feel comfortable, or do you need further information? But do you feel comfortable nominating yourselves or others for these roles right now?
I actually have a question.
Yeah.
If I run for something, but my schedule, like I'm gonna try to be here for as many as I can, but if I'm not present, what do I need to do?
You just send me an email like you guys have been doing, and that results in an excused absence.
Okay. And then do I need to like send you anything that I've taken notes on before if I run for something?
No.
No? Okay.
All right, any other questions?
I don't think so. Nolan, are you all good? Are you finding the stuff?
I read through it a couple times. There's a lot, but I think I get close.
It is a lot, and it's very much like a foreign language, you know, so it will get easier as time goes on. Yeah. Okay, so yes, we need to elect members to officer positions. And so without further ado, I will ask if there is a motion to nominate somebody as the chair to this commission. And you can nominate yourself or you can nominate somebody else.
I served as chair last year, but I'm also willing to, like, Charlie, if you want to do it. All right, cool. I nominate myself as chair of the commission.
Can you make a motion to accept the position of commission chair?
I move to accept the position as commission chair.
Awesome. And then somebody say second.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, hearing none. Thank you so much. Okay, moving on. Do I hear a motion to accept the position of vice chair? Or I should say, is there a nomination first, but I'm not gonna have you guys make a motion on that. Is there a nomination for vice chair?
I nominate myself as vice chair.
Can you make the motion to accept the position?
I make a motion to accept the position of vice chair.
Wonderful.
I second the motion.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, the ayes have it and the motion is passed. Actually, Chair Everett, would you like to lead the final nomination and then the meeting from here?
Yes, I would.
Okay,
Also, okay, out of curiosity, really fast. So technically, in the action item, we have listed both secretary and treasurer.
mhm.
Do we need to nominate both of those? Or is it just kind of, we can pick one and then let the other
Sure,
one?
yeah, I'll have Nolan choose whichever one he would like next. And then we'll have Ayla be whatever is left over.
Cool. Sounds good. Nolan, have you had a chance to look over the responsibilities for both secretary and treasurer?
Yes.
Between the two of those, would you like to nominate yourself or would you be interested in being nominated for either of those positions?
Yes, I nominate myself for treasurer.
Awesome. Would you like to accept the nomination?
I do accept the
Or sorry.
nomination.
Would you like to make a motion to accept the
I
nomination?
should make a motion to accept the nomination.
All right, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
I second that.
All right, we have a second. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed, say nay. And the ayes have it. So congratulations, Nolan. Or Commission Nolan, officially. Moving past that, unless there's any further discussion, that is the conclusion of the first action item. Cool. Seeing no further discussion, we'll move on to our second action item. And that is for establishment of the regular meeting date and time. I believe this commission is scheduled to meet 2 other times on the 3rd Wednesday of the month's November.
That is correct.
November, what's the other one?
Sorry, I believe it's October this year. We met in November last year because we didn't have any nominations by October.
Gotcha.
Or something like that. Something happened like that.
Yeah.
So the next time we'll meet is in February and then finally April, but that is the scheduled meeting date and time. That is completely up to you guys. We can meet more often. We have to meet at least that often, and we can also meet at different times if that's better for sports. We moved to 6 p.m. last year. I think we started at 3:30 or 4 p.m. And so this is your opportunity to kind of hash it out.
I would say that for me, 6 works like perfect. My practice ends at 5:45, so I'll be able to be here for most meetings.
Cool. So, Nolan, do you have any preferences for this?
6 works good for me.
Cool. 6 works great for me as well, at least for the time being. We can revisit that if we need to. But for the time being, I believe that it's sounding like it works best. So, 3rd Wednesday of, well, October, which is where we're at right now. But then February and March and April, February and April, and then meeting at 6 p.m. So if that works for everyone, I move that we officially set the rate. Wait, where's it at? Oh yeah. I move to set the regular meeting date and time for the Youth Advisory Commission as the 3rd Wednesday of the specified months, February and April, at 6 p.m. So we have a motion. Do we have any seconds?
I second.
We have a second. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed, say nay. Hearing no objections, the ayes have it. Unless there's any Oh, the motion is passed. So unless there's any further discussion on that, I will say just one random thing. It might be nice once we have like the rest of the committee members kind of nailed down to set another meeting date just so we can actually have like everyone here. But that's also hinging on people getting back to you and us finding out. So what's the best way for us to go about that?
I will reach out to you.
Are you able to set a date?
I can
Like
set
later on?
special meeting dates and it doesn't have to be in an open public meeting. I can set them and then, inform the public as usual. So if, for example, people come through and, you guys would like to, I mean, you guys can request that, I revisit or that we revisit this, say next month or something and meet again if something like that happens.
Sounds good. For now, we'll just leave that as is, waiting until we hear more about people that are interested or people that are prospective commission members. So
I'll totally keep you guys posted and let you guys know as applications come in.
we appreciate that. Moving past our action items. Looks like we have a number of presentations on the docket, but we don't have anyone present for those. Except for you. So we will jump straight to oh, never mind, I take it back. Ms. Garcia, I believe you have a couple of presentations that we would love to hear from you about.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be back. There were other people who were supposed to join me tonight. Unfortunately, as you can see, I'm the only brave soul who's still here tonight. So I actually am going to breeze over this for you, Commission Member Houghton, right? However, we're probably going to cover this again when Commission Member Bryant is here. So long story short, that's the wrong attachment. Okay. Oh, how about we do this next time? We're going to move this to the next meeting agenda. But long story short, what I'm going to say is that everything that you do in a capacity that is related to the city, anything that you write, any picture you take, not what you say verbally, right? But if you voice to text, that becomes something called a public record. So any writing, any document, any email, any picture where you're acting on behalf of the city becomes something called a public record, and that is searchable. And you will take a training on that and get back to me within 90 days from today. And that will teach you more about that. But there is a presentation that further identifies, actually really quick. Just give me 1 second. We can call this the training. We'll do it on the fly. Okay. In Washington State, a writing refers to any form of communication or representation, including handwriting, typewriting, printing, photostating, photographing, and other means of recording information. This definition encompasses letters, words, pictures, sounds, or symbols, and all forms of documents such as papers, maps, and electronic records. So voice notes all that is a record. You're being provided with this information. That's why we are on camera right now. And so all the emails that you and I send back and forth, or, if we won't text, but if, something like that happened, that would all be a public record. And would be searchable by anybody in the world. And I'm happy to answer any further questions, and we'll touch on this again when Commission Member Bryant is here, so.
No further questions?
All right.
Sorry. Moving on to the next agenda item. Sorry, I'm currently trying to find where I'm at. Yeah, well, I just was failing to scroll through the agenda properly. So, but we found it. Moving on to the second presentation on the agenda, that is 4.02 Youth Advisory Commission goals, again from Ms. Garcia.
Okay, thank you again. The Youth Advisory Commission, your guys' goals in our code is to promote citizenship, leadership skills, and the communication of ideas. So your goals are to find solutions for local youth problems and report these to the city council, provide community youth with an outlet for expressing interests and opinions, make the public aware of the Youth Commission and its program, recognize outstanding youth in the community by proclaiming 1 week in May, Youth Recognition Week, which shall culminate in an annual award ceremony with presentations from the mayor and council, suggest ways to improve the quality of life for young people, be a liaison between the schools and city to foster citizenship through education. Last year, the Youth Advisory Commission was responsible for taking on the first project ever. Historically, they've all just kind of met. And I don't know if you guys are aware, we did a press release yesterday, and I wanted to show you what the press release was about. But let's see if this pops up here. This is the mural that's going up to honor our sister city in Mexico. Yeah, that's going on the side of the Enable Art Building. It will be facing the post office. It has flowers that are indigenous to both regions, us and them. And as time goes on, she said that she wants to add some of the architecture, kind of like a little scavenger hunt. And there are poppies, dahlias, I think it's called a Mexican prickly pear or something like that, chocolate cosmos, and all these other interesting flowers. She's going to make them much more realistic. This is just a mock-up. And I just wanted to congratulate you guys on the fruits of your labor. Additionally, we have received a grant to establish a pen pal program between the two cities from the Wild Horse Foundation, which is super wonderful. And so I've been in the process of trying to track down a good elementary school in Hungapeo. It's proven to be more difficult than it probably should be. I think it's probably just me. But anyways, so long story short, we're in the process of actually like doing some things with your guys' project, and it's you should be very proud. So having said that, this commission can choose to do another project this year. But having read these goals, now that I know, I was new last year, guys, I was really new. Anyways, but now that I know, this commission could much more be a discussion forum where you guys kind of talk about these things and decide what to send on to council, you know, for discussion or recommendations. So I kind of want to percolate that as, yeah, within your guys' minds. Do you guys have any ideas or anything that you've thought about over the summer or that come to mind? Nolan?
Oh,
Not as of yet. No.
I have something that's like very, very Walla University centric, but it was something I had mentioned last year when we got the presentation from, I think it was Mr. Vizitiello. But basically, there are the university apartments down, is it Whitman Avenue? Wait, East Whitman, basically. From main campus to the apartments that are over there, the lighting or the street lighting is like non-existent in some areas. So when people have to walk back from campus, it can get a little bit sketchy at night. And not like they're actually in danger or anything, but it's just, it would be nice to have a slightly better lit street. And so it's something like we brought up to the university before, and they're like, well, technically it's in the city's domain because like it's a public street. We can't do much about that. And so I'd be interested in just kind of exploring if there's any way that we could get more lighting in that area, which it's difficult, but even just like a single light to help light up a darker area. So
I like that idea. And also from last year, I know we talked about it. I love the mural, by the way. It looks so good. And I remember last year we kind of talked about doing like a community night where like there's music, food, kids can come, parents can come, like everyone, there's games. I think that would be cool just to like bring the community together more. And also, it could be like a night for teenagers too, because I know a lot of people want like a place to do stuff. So I think that might be cool to have food, music, and just a place to kind of chill for the night. I think that would be fun to do, to organize.
I just want to say that there is a 2026 calendar over there, and on that you should see the beginning of our farmers market. And the first event of the year is always a huge blast, and we do a big deal. And so, if you guys wanted to do something in partnership with that event, I'm just gonna say, put it out there. You guys could do your own event too, you know.
Are there any further thoughts on the presentation? Any questions? Don't know if you have anything else to add, Ms. Garcia.
No, sir.
Cool. And seeing nothing from the other commission members, we will move past that to the next item on the agenda. 4.03, City of College Place Comprehensive Plan Update. Unfortunately, Mr. Rickard is not in attendance. So unless there are any further objections, we'll move past that.
He asked me to present on it, so I made some notes.
All right, sounds good. Ms. Garcia, once again.
Okay, thank you. This is the flyer that they have made up. The comprehensive plan is something that basically, I mean, every municipality and government structure in the state of Washington has to update these every 20 years. This is the year, at least for our region, and they really want as much feedback as possible and asked for youth support on this. And so there is a question, what they would like you to do is take the questionnaire that's available at that QR code, spread it around to the friends, and just so that they can get as much youth feedback as humanly possible, because right now is literally the time to inform the city of what you guys would like for the future of this place for the next 20 years. And this is how we will navigate all projects in the short and long term. So please tell everybody that you can about it and take the survey. And it might feel boring, but this is like big adult stuff that actually really matters. And we need you guys to help if possible. Oh, okay. Mr. Rickard asked me to inform the commission that the College Place Comprehensive Plan process fulfills the city obligation to update the plan every 20 years. The comprehensive plan update reviews elements including land use, zoning, housing, the capital facility plan, economic development, and climate change and resiliency, which is actually new this time. Finally, trying to address climate change. Mr. Rickard asked the commission to take, or I will ask the commission to take the survey and share it with everyone you know. And oh, there is a comprehensive plan open house on October 28th from 4 to 6:30 p.m. here at City Hall, and they would love you guys to attend. You can come and talk to the planners, you can talk to the community development director. I mean, you can talk to me about events if you really want to. You can talk to our, mayor and so on and so forth. And so that is for the future of the city. Long story short.
Thank you, Ms. Garcia. Are there any questions or comments?
I do have a question for the survey. Do you want us to just for our friends to take it, just to send it to them directly? Like, is that okay to do?
Yeah, no, totally. This is all public information. It's public record, and it is available to send out to everybody. We have it posted on our website too, and I'm putting stuff out on Facebook about it as well. And so you can grab some stuff from there.
Okay, sounds good.
Any further questions?
I don't think so.
Sounds good. We will then move on to the next item on the agenda, that of the Downtown College Place Association formation 4.04, coming from Ms. Garcia.
All right. Do you guys remember that I presented on this last year a little bit? Well, long story short, the Downtown College Place Association has achieved our 501c3 nonprofit status in the midst of a federal shutdown. And I'm so proud. We're College Place's newest nonprofit. And this was the presentation that I gave to council last night, along with some of my other board members. Just wanted to tell you guys about this. This is using the Main Street approach, which you guys probably don't remember, uses economic vitality, design. This is like the design of architecture and how it looks outside, if it's pretty, community beautification, cleanup and stuff like that. Organization, which is getting lots of people together, volunteers all working on similar projects, as well as promotion, which is basically, in a nutshell, marketing. It's a proven program. It is like 40,000 communities strong or something like that. So this is a widely used program that has been proven over and over again to work on in small and large cities alike. And it produces beautiful main streets. So in Washington, there is a Washington chapter, and the City of College Place is currently an affiliate. We are aiming to become a designated Washington community, hopefully in the fall of 2026. And using that, we will be able to help allocate some of the taxes that businesses pay back into the community, which would be wonderful. So can't talk about College Place without understanding exactly who we are, where we came from. As you guys may or may not know, it was founded in 1892 because of Walla Walla University. A gentleman named Mr. Dr. Blaylock donated 40 acres, and that became the town of College Place. And here are some photos from way back in the day that I was able to dig up. Beeline looks darn near exactly the same. And I love this Walla Walla College sign right here on this bottom left-hand corner. It's so cool. Anyway, so that's what the College Place Public School looked like back in the day too. These are our downtown College Place values, mission, vision. Basically, we're here helping local businesses thrive. I'm not going to bore you guys with the mission and vision stuff. Long story short, we're going to make it happen, and it's going to be popping in downtown College Place. This is our organizational chart whenever we get to that point. For right now, we are literally right here with the board of directors and the president, who is now me. Sorry. Oh, is somebody coming? Oh, thanks. Sorry. Okay. So why a downtown organization? The tax money, keep our tax dollars in town. All businesses are already paying taxes to the state called business and occupation taxes, and through the Washington Main Street program. Is that Ayla? Is that somebody else? Okay, moving on. We are hoping to keep those business and occupation taxes local that all businesses already pay. Also, College Place is the fastest growing city in the region, as you guys might know or not know. And it's important to preserve where we came from, and to cultivate how it grows while we're in this extreme growth phase. We will also be working on enhancing public spaces and community beautification as per the mural that you guys saw. We will also hope to attract and retain local businesses and residents. So we actually have found through this project that we have done as an organization that as postulated, College Place is extremely wellness oriented, and there's something like one therapist for every 5 businesses downtown. So yeah, This is a visual graphic about how the first year has gone for the organization. You guys don't know this, but establishing a nonprofit and getting 501c3, thanks to Mr. Amick, shout out. This is Commission Member Amick's dad. We have achieved our 501c3 miraculously, and we're so grateful and proud. We've also received grants as an organization. Does this make sense to any of you guys? Okay. That's okay. It will someday. And then you'll get to watch it on YouTube. Some of the things that we're going to do in the future, host quarterly downtown events. Commission Member Amick, we would love to have your partnership. We're working on a benches program, trying to establish cute decorative benches. This is our logo. And we're hoping to get some cute benches downtown that are artistic and maybe customizable. And also increase the wellness tourism focus and hire an executive director. It's a big task, but we're going to do it. And then long story short, we really just want to develop a welcoming, walkable, vibrant downtown for future generations. Lots of reasons this matters to the city. I am happy to go over all of these, but what's important is that we're all working together and we're just trying to make the cutest little town ever. And that's what we're all working towards. These were some of the things that the city of College Place actually provided to the nonprofit before we even got together, and it has resulted in a nonprofit being established in a record period of time. And so, long story short, with city support, well, with the right support, the organization, any organization can grow. And then we asked council last night for their support, establishing a long-term relationship, and absolutely we're going to be working together in perpetuity as long as the organization exists, because it's for College Place. And that was our bid, and this picture was our Lions Park ribbon cutting, which I would love to do that kind of stuff in downtown College Place. Did you guys go to Block Party last year?
Yes, I did.
I would love to see stuff like that more regularly in downtown. It was great to see all the kids. Okay, I guess you guys aren't kids, but the young adults downtown, enjoying each other's company and listening to music, and
I
love that.
agree.
Would love to see more of that.
To make it a little bit more alive.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Yeah. Food smells so good.
Mhm.
No one's gonna be
Alright.
complaining about good food.
All right. I'm happy to take any questions if you guys have any questions. You have no homework on this agenda item.
I do have a question actually.
Sure.
When you're saying like a partnership, did you mean with my school? When you were talking about hosting more like events in downtown College Place so that we can have more students come as well?
Very well could be.
Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, nothing's off the table with community events and partnerships that okay. Most things aren't off the table. I'm not going to say the things that aren't, okay. Yeah. We can explore those ideas.
In the context of the College Place or Downtown College Place Association, what is defined as downtown? Just the strip of shops going down College Ave?
Yeah.
Or
Good question. So our boundary is basically College Avenue it's currently from Rose down to 12th Street, which is by Andy's Market. And we are advocating for pushing the district further all the way down to the highway to include the school, because there's, what's kind of super special is that we have schools in our downtown. That's kind of unique. And they're attractive. They're great looking schools.
Are there any further questions or comments for Ms. Garcia over the Downtown College Place Association? Seeing none, we will move on to the next item on the agenda, that being 4.05, 2025 Halloween trunk or treat plans. Once again from Ms. Garcia.
All right, thank you. Mr. Rizzatello used to thank the mayor every single time she would do that. And so I'm going to follow suit because it's funny. Okay, so Halloween 2025, got a whole bunch of stuff going on. We actually are now full of businesses. I wrote this probably about a week ago, and we are now full of businesses. I believe that our number is right around 27 again. We are expanding the Monster Maze, which is held in the fire department. It's so freaking cute. They do this family fun jail, which is also really adorable. It's the funnest it's the most fun you'll ever have in a jail experience, you know, so. So we're gonna have bowling, I'm gonna have some games there, and we're doing a pumpkin carving contest, that we're actually doing signups by family because we want the adults to, compete for the best pumpkin. So we'll see how it goes. It's our first year. We welcome you guys down. We'll have some food trucks and some other yummy stuff to munch on. And we never turn anybody away. And we love to see the college kids dressed up. It's funny. And I'm happy to take any questions. It'll be held here at the municipal campus from 3 to 6 p.m. on Halloween.
This is less of a question, more of just a comment, but I will be showing up with friends. So
Can't wait.
are there any further questions or comments for Ms. Garcia over this? Seeing none, we will move on to the last presentation on the agenda, unless there's any objections. And that being 4.06, the 2025 Winterfest plans. Finally, from Ms. Garcia.
All right, thank you. Okay, we are doing a little bit different with Winterfest last year. Did any of you guys go to Winterfest? It's held in the fire department here and also on the municipal campus. It's where we have our parade, light up the avenue parade, all that stuff. Anyways, it's from 3 to 6 p.m. This year we are expanding the market. That is kind of my thing. So we're gonna have a lot more retail. We're gonna have high quality vendors. They're gonna have handmade items. We're gonna have some really good stuff, and I'm so excited. I like being able to buy unique stuff for friends and family when I can, and supporting local businesses. That's really what it's all about. We will have Santa there for pictures. Anybody can take a picture with him. We're hiring a professional caroling group to perform for about an hour. That'll sound really nice. And then we're going to have the tree lighting with Mayor Hernandez and our parade. As usual, we typically do fireworks for every Winterfest, but the community has asked us to stop doing that because it freaks out the dogs and the veterans, and we totally understand. I'm a veteran myself. I love dogs. And so we have sadly agreed to hold off on fireworks for Winterfest, which is heartbreaking to only one person in this room probably, but so yeah, I'm happy to take any questions.
Unless there's any questions, that brings the presentation portion of this evening's meeting to a close. And we will move on to informational reports. Once again, I'm not terribly sure. Cool. All right. So then we have 4 informational packets to review in our agenda for this evening. Am I supposed to read through them out of curiosity?
No, you don't have to read through them. They're just there for your guys' information. You guys, the people who were here last year might remember Mr. Rizzatello's extremely long capital facility plan presentation. That is now condensed and is now in an informational report. It is super fascinating to know all the things going on within the city for the next 6 years, if you're into that kind of stuff. So anyways, yes, the informational reports are just there for your information, and they are really fascinating if you can dig into them and understand the tens of millions of dollars of things going on within the city right now. That is making it the fastest growing city in the region.
So yeah, just looking at the overall gist of all these, obviously there's a lot of stuff to go through, but to our newest commission member, last year it definitely took a little bit to have like the presentation gone over for all of this. But if you just want to skim through it, see if there, anything catches your eye, like even after the meeting, there's a lot of cool stuff that pops up. Because again, like Ms. Garcia said, the city spends a lot of money. And like in the grand scheme of cities, it's actually not that much, but the sticker value is definitely large for like looking at it as a college student. So it's cool stuff to look through. The next item on the our next report. Oh, cool. Perfect. Thank goodness. All right. So yeah, we have 4 items. If you'd like to review those in your own time and or have any questions that pop up immediately, feel free to bring those up. I'm not capable of answering those. Ms. Garcia is probably better equipped for that, but we will do that next meeting when we actually have more commission members here. So moving on to our closing items. Our next officially our regular scheduled meeting is February 18th, 2026, once again at 6 p.m. That is what we've established earlier in the meeting with our action item. Do we have any questions over those before or over that item before we conclude? Ms. Garcia?
Once again, I will be in touch as applications roll in, and it sounds like you guys do kind of wish to try to create a November meeting if possible. Yeah, sound good?
Yeah,
Okay.
November would be good. Once we can kind of get a feel for where the other commission members are at. I know I should be free most evenings. It sounds like 6 p.m. works for all of us that are currently here, so.
If we do, which we're not making any decisions to do that today, I will send out the special meeting notice and it will likely be held on the 3rd Wednesday of November at 6 p.m. But
Sounds,
that's not any decision, just
no decision, just
no decision.
tentative brainstorming. So unless there's any further questions, or I guess we'll open to Pirelli for commission members' questions. Ms. Garcia, once again.
I'm so sorry. Representatives from the Confederated Tribes of the Umatilla Indian Reservation came to our council meeting yesterday to receive a proclamation for Indigenous Peoples Day, and they brought some youth from their council, and they wanted to meet with you guys if you guys would like, and just kind of talk about ways that you might collaborate.
Yeah, that sounds super interesting.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
guys would be amenable, I'd be happy to put that on the next agenda and get them
I
over here.
think that would be very cool. I
Yeah.
think that would be really fun.
If you'd be able to help facilitate that, that would be amazing.
I will.
Any further questions, comments, or thoughts before we conclude? Cool. Seeing none, I move that we conclude this first regular meeting of the Youth Advisory Commission. Do we have a second?
I second that.
All right, we have a second.
All in favor?
All right. All in favor of all in favor of concluding the meeting at 6:42 p.m. on Wednesday, October 15th, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, the ayes have it. Motion passes and the meeting is concluded. So once again, thank you guys for all coming and thank you to our guests.